So,
Started running.
What is that up there running?
our second module is advanced team communication. I love this saying. Henry Ford, we all know who Henry Ford was. Coming together is a beginning, keeping together is progress, but working together is success. So let me ask you, somebody give me their definition of what communication is.
Everybody being on the same pace.
Okay, everybody being on the same pace. In team communication, yeah, that's very true. Someone over here.
Everybody doing their role.
Everybody knowing their role. So communication would be a way to making sure everyone knows their roles. Over here.
Successful transmission of a concept.
Successful transmission of a concept. I love the textbook definition. I love it. Did you Google that?
All right.
So some of the thoughts and goals that we have with this module is that, you know, communication is extremely important within teamwork. If you don't have good communication as a team, it's real hard to accomplish the goals that you want to accomplish. You know, everyone can know their role, but if everybody's not talking to each other to get things done, the job may not get done right. Or maybe you have other issues that arise. So, and that's what we're going to work on. We're going to give you a few tools to work with on to communicate effectively to prevent conflict. To do that, we have 3 methods for improvement.
The first method is how to give suggestions. When giving a suggestion, be nice. Don't try to be bossy or rude to your other coworker. With negative feedback, accept it and use it for good, not for bad. Don't think that they're trying to just pick on you. They're telling you for a legitimate reason, so just don't take it negative.
Don't be this guy. Do any of y'all know someone that's like this?
Yeah.
You should not talk about Gene like that.
I didn't say he was here.
The second method is listening. Now, I know when we talk to each other, we always hear what each other says. But is hearing always listening? Okay? Actually listen to what the team is saying. When someone's given you something to do and you're talking about what's going on, listen to what they're saying. Not just the words that they're saying, but sometimes you can tell when a teammate's having a bad day. Hey, Danny, can you go take care of that for me? Does that sound like I'm having a good day? Listen to the people you're working with. Because if someone's having a bad day, do you want me going out pulling a plane by myself? I may be distracted by something, right? So if I'm distracted by something with me, it can be real easy to get distracted pulling the plane, right? And when you listen, give feedback. When you're giving feedback, you're letting your teammate know, hey, Richard, look, I know you're going through a bad day. We really got to get this job done. Okay? How can I help you?
Well, what if the other person is being negative?
Well,
He's already having a bad day, and somebody's already telling him, hey, you look like you're having a bad day. But yet you come back and say, well, don't mind your own business, or you tell me to do something else. I mean,
and those things are going to happen.
in the scenario.
Yeah.
And it does depend on the person. You mean like, yeah, man, I see you're having a bad day, but like, if you need something, just come to me and I'll help you out.
Sure.
Like,
And that comes with knowing your team too. You know, I'm gonna pick on the maintainers here a little bit.
Go ahead.
You maintainers work as a group a lot.
Yes.
You know, if Richard's got a problem he just can't fix, maybe he's gonna go to Wade. Wade, I can't figure this out. Well, maybe Richard can't figure it out because he's having a bad day. His mind's not here. He can't figure out where to get the information. I'm not gonna ask should Wade come over and go, hey Richard, you can't figure that out? Well, that just makes you an idiot.
That's usually what it'll be told.
But
Hey,
should
you
he?
open the door, you're gonna get smart ass.
But should he say that?
No.
No. Okay? Granted, Wade may think that. Huh? But he shouldn't say that. He should be able to look at you and go, hey, look, Wade, I know you're having a bad day. We've gone through this before. This is where it's at. Boom. Now, which one are you going to take more as a more effective help? Hey, I know you're having a bad day, or hey, you're an idiot. You see what I'm saying?
Let me bring up a question here, okay?
Yeah.
Richard's having an issue with a project or maintenance issue he's working on. And Wade's over here's got an airplane that needs to go at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Should he go bother Wade or should he go to the supervisor?
That's a good question. That's a good question. Teamwork-wise, what would you think?
Go see a supervisor.
Sure. And I would agree with that. I would tend to agree with that. Now, let me ask you this. On that same note, say a supervisor's not around. Now we have priorities. It's just plain and simple. So Wade looks at Richard and goes, hey, Richard, I can help you. Let me get this done first. In fact, if you help me get this done, we can get this out quicker. We can jump on yours. Okay? It's all in listening to what's going on, which, in this case, Richard needs to listen to Wade and say, hey, and needs to realize, hey, you know what? What Wade's got going on is pretty important. Wade's got to get this done. I'm just not having a good day. I'm not going to finish this on my own. I need Wade's help, but I'm not going to get Wade's help until Wade gets this done. So,
Maybe he can move on to the next project.
yeah, maybe Richard moves on to another project, and I mean, you're just
don't
setting.
waste time on a project that you're not getting anywhere. Move on to something you know you
Sure,
can do.
sure. And you have to, and that's where the priorities and things come in. Next.
Third method is social activities are important too. Yes, it helps you become comfortable with your team and basically everyone you work with. And it helps you work more effectively together.
One thing I love about social activities, y'all may not think so, may not see it this way, but this right here is a form of social activities. Okay? And one of the things I've noticed going around during the activity you did a little while ago, how many of y'all, let me ask by a show of hands, how many of y'all truly and honestly wanted to be here for this?
It's okay. You can be honest. It won't hurt our.
That's exactly what I thought. Okay? That's exactly what I thought.
Richard didn't raise his hand.
He didn't. But let me ask you this. With that last activity, how many of y'all laughed at least once working on the activity with each other?
Yep.
I saw a lot of laughing going on. Sure you did. You got to working as a team. You got to seeing what people think about each other, and you know what I didn't hear? Well, we can't do it that way. We can't do this. We can't do that. What I heard more of is, hey, what if we did it this way? Would that be better? What if we did this instead? Would that be better? I heard a lot of encouragement. I heard a lot of teamwork going on, a lot of working together to solve the problem at hand. Okay? Those are forms of social activities. Once a month, what do we do here every month at the beginning of the month? Richard, what do we do at the beginning of the month every month?
You're talking about the meal?
The meal.
At the end of the month.
At the end of the month, I'm sorry. The end of the month. I'm never here for it.
Okay.
The end of the month, I'm sorry. We have a meal, right?
Talking about team.
That's a form of social activity. You know? And if we had a point where everybody was able to, and I know it's not always practical, where everybody's able to just kind of stop what they're doing, come in here and eat and visit, you think that might build a little camaraderie within the company? You think maybe people would talk a little nicer to people once in a while? Even when they're, well, maybe not when they're mad. Maybe not when we're dealing with Wade. But, but if we got to know Wade better, we might talk a little nicer to him. I love you, Wade.
We'll miss Wade when he's gone.
Heard it for 5 years.
You're right, I will. I will miss you, Wade. But I'll get my aim fixed.
Activity 2.
Oh. I got it. I got it.
All right, so y'all should all have a penny in front of you. Does everyone have one? Okay, great. In your tables, you're gonna look at your penny and see what year it says, and that year you're gonna tell everyone at your table something interesting, something funny, something sad, anything that happened that year. Just anything, you can think of anything. Even if it's like your birthday, on your birthday you did this and it was really memorable that year. Like anything like that. And so then one person at the table is gonna present what you said to the group. And so it's really just about listening and hearing what your coworkers are saying. If it's something sad, you're listening to that and presenting it. If it's something funny, you're presenting that. And then also, you're gonna tell your group one thing you learned today at this training class. And then they'll present it for you. So y'all can talk amongst yourselves. And another person in your group's gonna present it for you. Y'all gonna present another person's facts.
You talking?
If you can't remember
Not doing homework.
I promise you you're born on that. Which ones you have?
I had in 1999.
I'll take it.
I partied like it was.
1999, I was 5 years old. Yeah. Yeah, making you feel old, huh?
Hated, good, bad, otherwise. Okay. And you're learning more about him.
It can be like a group therapy session. You can all cry together.
We can all hug.
Yes.
There we go. Depending, you're on the thing.
If y'all can't remember something from that year, you can trade with other people in your group.
Or you can make something completely up.
Well,
I'm kidding.
Have a seat. He was? He was down at Hangar 6. Okay, Robbie, we're on the second activity. We had to break earlier. What you doing, Robbie? You taking your penny here? Taking your penny here? Look at the year on it. Change it right now. The year. You pull out your old man Bible.
I'll tell you what's funny.
Oh, that's a good story.
Let's be general. Alright? Teamwork, good. Alright, in 1999,
really?
Yeah.
I have
And one thing I learned is you can't trust women.
I
don't know. That's just kind of what. That's kind of exactly first.
and something you learned today.
Wrong one.
They're going to talk about you.
I think in the year 2000, the Pope got sick or something. Because I remember watching it on the TV when I was in the first grade. What?
Let me see your wrist. Look, I found another penny.
Yeah.
What is that one?
Redemption for somebody.
Yeah, who's next? Chris, are you going in?
No. In 1989, I moved from Texas to Kansas.
Why?
Where'd you move to?
The Topeka area, right around the Capitol.
Yep.
I moved there because my parents moved there. I don't know. I was a kid.
Did you like it?
Well, it's kind of where I'm from.
Kansas
It's
on
where I
Thursday.
lived since then, so.
There to do.
What is there to do in Kansas?
Where are you going?
Wait, where?
No.
Maybe not much over there.
You go anywhere west of
Oh, we know we've discussed that. What's something that happened to you in your year, Wayne? What's your year?
He started grading.
The top. The one you're holding. 2011.
Last year.
When you come out? You've been with us since '99?
No, that's like, damn, it's been 14 years.
That was the year that Chris Air Force Base officially closed. No one had ahead of time.
Everybody's older.
How old are you?
20.
Oh my gosh, I'm 19.
Oh my gosh, I'm nearly 70. All you people put together.
What did Green learn?
I'm the one everybody picks on. You see him?
Yes.
That's that bad customer that I
Well, I couldn't pick any of these like
You know a Scottish?
There's a lot of people that's not going
I know there's some things that probably happened there. I know I was probably in the process of somebody leaving. You were what? About that time. Did find out about it a couple of years later.
Could have been a good thing, bad thing.
Right. All the above.
Sure. What's something y'all have learned today?
It's cold outside
It's cold outside.
and it's not raining.
Y'all can use your books to like help you think of something
Yeah.
that you learned today.
You can write in there that you hate us. It's fine.
Another tree was killed.
Another tree was. There's a bunch of trees killed. There's 25 of those.
Kill them trees, brother. Kill them trees.
The other thing you need to figure out is who's going to present who.
Well, yeah. I'm
We're
just
gonna
gonna
talk
tell
about what we
them.
just talked about.
I'm just gonna tell them.
You said we can present.
You can present anyone at your table, so they don't have to have a sign.
Just make sure you know
Randomly
whoever
say
you
did
present.
this.
You know what they were just talking about.
I want multiple meals.
You're going to show me that you listen. Everyone. Lawson can wait.
Yeah, I mean, we'll get a few.
I will not.
All right.
Alright, guys.
He had 2 kids. I'm sorry. I can't.
I would present to somebody. I'll present to somebody. Present to the person on your left.
Okay.
Zachary?
Boss.
We're gonna start presenting. Alright, so we can start over here.
Whoever's up first.
For the last time.
All right, we're going to start the presentation
Okay,
over
we
here.
can start over here, and he's gonna present somebody's year
You're going to present.
in there on their table.
Do I present myself or
No, you're going to somebody on the table.
Chris.
Somebody.
Yeah, that's the one thing you learned.
Talking about Chris French here, Penny said 1989, that was the year he moved from Kansas to Texas.
No, other way around.
I moved from Texas to Kansas. And then he found out today the line's real busy. Now you're back in Texas.
Now he's back in Texas. For Richard,
In 1999, he got engaged for the last time.
Thank you.
And today he's learned that no matter which part of the company that you work for, anybody can come together and at least have a semi-good time or enjoy each other's company.
I like that.
That's good.
The other part. Can't trust.
Oh, can't trust Wade. I didn't say
The other tables are picking
MJ got 01 and
93.
or 93 possibly. And that was yeah, that makes more sense. And that's the year his daughter turned 1.
Oh.
And his initial thing he learned was teamwork is good. And the longer he thought about it, he decided that the listening is what he's going to take away from this. How important it is to listen.
That's good.
Just here.
I don't know. You got Pat.
Pat's year was 2000, and she was very worried about Y2K and its effect on the computers. And then she moved to teamwork is good.
And then Arnie,
Yep.
I don't.
Yeah, 97.
Arnie's year was a good year. I remember that.
Yeah.
That was the year Reese closed and he had to look for a new job. And
And look where it brought you.
yeah, see? And we can overcome anything.
All right.
All right, next table.
Robbie, you're up.
We can start over here. You can present anybody at your table.
Okay, I go with the kid was born in, what was it, 1994. Yeah, I got that right. And what am I supposed to say?
And something else that he learned today. Anything he learned today.
Something I said or he said?
He said.
I don't know.
Did his kids 21 now?
Oh yeah. That was a happier time back then. When they were young.
Okay.
All right.
Me, Quincy named his son and Anakin Scott, and in 2013 he got to see him in the Darth Vader outfit.
Cool. That's pretty cool.
Robbie?
Okay, Wade was 2000 and your first son was born? Your last son born? Your last child? That was a happy time for him. Today he's found out it's unhappy time. He can't get his work done at work. That's what I heard from him.
I think Gilbert had a laugh.
You jumped the gun there. At ease.
Robbie, 06 and 70s. See the ending of the relationship. See the door closing behind you. And I figured out what he's learned today.
Gilbert was 2012. He had a life-changing event. He stepped off the railroad job, decided to quit the railroad, to be home with his family, and
That's awesome.
enjoy his life with them. Well, I was going to pick Robbie, but
Now you got to be
I didn't get any info from him. We're both real new. I think we started the same day. We're only been here going on 3 weeks. So everybody here, I know some people here. Arnie and me and Arnie worked together many years.
Oh, that's
I've
good.
learned today, most of the guys here are pretty cool. They're fun. Communicate real good, except some of us. After being on the road for several years, I think I'll really enjoy this position here.
Oh, that's good.
All right, so the last group.
We're getting all formal here. Nice.
Yeah. We're following for this one. We're following rules.
All right.
My name is Danny, and Mr. Jacob, his coin was for year 95. He was only 2 years old, best time of his life. And what he learned today is that he But everybody in this room is older than him. This is Mr. Jean. Mr. Jean's coin was in '06. In '06, he was working at La Baguero, and he realized what he learned today is that he's the oldest person in this room. Mr. Richard, his coin was '05. In '05, he had a major back surgery, and what he learned today here is communication.
Yay!
Mr. Chad, his coin was 1994. His second son was born that year, and what he learned today is there's actually more teamwork than we all realize here at La Baguero. And Mr. Herb, his coin was 2013. This year, he actually went to his sister's birthday in June 11th, and he went catfishing. And what he learned is the same as Mr. Chad. He realized that we have more teamwork here than what everybody thinks. And me, I had a coin of 05.
Does someone else want to present Danny's? Did anyone listen to what Danny has?
Okay, in 2000, I got a coin that says 2005. I actually had a car accident in that year.
Oh no!
And what I learned here today is communication.
Okay. Yay! Awesome.
Okay.
All right, are you sure hers not so?
They did that completely wrong. It's okay. It's okay. Okay.
45. I'm gonna close this out. So, in closing, the first thing I want to ask is, does anybody have any questions about anything we've talked about today? Anything at all? Yes, you do. Hey, I bet y'all did not know y'all were coming here today to get a cash bonus, did you?
He has been building up.
I have been building up for that for weeks. So, are there any questions at all about anything we discussed today?
Anything. Won't hurt our feelings.
Bear in mind,
Questions or thoughts?
anything.
Well, I just one suggestion, pretty much not a comment, it's just probably a suggestion. Whenever you were speaking to us, you were actually giving us your back, and it's actually, if you would have get everybody's attention, you would be facing everybody. It just helps a little bit. That's just a suggestion.
Yeah, and we actually, when she got done, I discussed that with her.
Okay. It's just, like I said, it's a suggestion, but that way you get the attention of whoever you speak.
Right. You know, one of the things we learned in our class about curriculum is encouragement and correction. So when you make a mistake in your exercise activities, one of our things we're supposed to do is, hey, maybe that wasn't the best way to handle it, correct it, or hey, that was great, encourage it. Well, for me, I think that goes both ways. If you see a way that you can help improve my training, by all means. Hey, Zach, you turned around, you looked at me too much, whatever. I'm always open to that. I'm always looking for improvement.
Don't call him fat and get upset.
I'm saying I disagree with you, I'll just get upset. So, in closing, guys, I want to say, here at Lubbock Arrow, teamwork is important. Because, we have different departments from accounting to CSRs to the maintenance guys to the line guys. And, the maintenance guys sometimes depend on line guys to get aircraft moved. Sure, some of the maintenance guys can move the aircraft, but it's going to take y'all longer to do your job if you're having to worry about doing our job. The CSRs depend on some of the line techs to move aircraft when it needs to be moved and to fuel aircraft when it needs to be fueled. Just in the same way, the line techs and the maintainers depend on the CSRs to get the jobs to them to make sure the information is correct and what we need. And most importantly, we all depend on accounting to get paid. So,
the most important thing is keep Richard Cashler happy.
Well, and there is that, yes.
No, I think our customers be too.
That's right.
Guys, I want to thank y'all for being here. I do appreciate y'all. We have one last thing. It's a little survey. If you wouldn't mind, they were there.
I have a pen if y'all need one.
If y'all wouldn't mind filling this out, this is kind of a post-assessment survey, just kind of seeing how we, y'all get to judge us, critique us, and be honest. If we did a bad job, tell us. If we did a great job, tell us.
And it's anonymous, so he won't come back and kick your ass.
I got one last question. Are you gonna be wearing the suit to FedEx tonight?
No.
Okay. Just making sure.
Zach, hey guys, just give it a round. Thank you all.
Yeah, good job.
Thank you.